So it's been a little bit since I've just been outside and talking, especially in person. But I want to get over some misconceptions I have talked about before in the past, and a lot of it deals with greatswords. Now, a lot of things that are said about greatswords are said very much the same with long swords. A lot of people assume because it seems hefty that it's slow and cumbersome and awkward to swing around. The reality is, even a sword like this, which is a little bit heavier compared to other greatswords because this one's about 9 pounds, it itself does not have to be slow, because even if you put it in a thumb grip, which is an actual grip, you can still have great control over what you're doing. And in all reality, when it comes to a sword cut-in, it's no different from a great sword to a long sword. To actually cut, sometimes all you need is a snap cut. You don't need all sorts of power behind cuts. As long as you have proper edge alignment, you will be able to cut, in theory. Now, depending on the sharpness of the blade, that will vary all sorts of different things. But you don't need a big old power swing where all you're doing is putting all your force behind it. Now, could you do that? Yes, but it's not really giving you any benefit. Especially since most great swords are very good for area denial, where you are able to keep multiple opponents at bay compared to a long sword. And as you can see here, even while talking, it's really not all that bad to swing around. Now, if I kept on talking and swinging, yes, I'm going to be completely out of breath. However, this isn't heavy enough to truly make someone completely gassed, where they're dropping on the floor and having issues. Even with one hand, I can sit here and hold this for a little bit. Now, I'm not the strongest person, so my muscles do give out. However, even though I'm not the strongest, I'm still able to do this. And I really want to fix some of the misconceptions that these things were ridiculously heavy or not nimble, when in reality, they can be very nimble. Even while just looking at the camera, I can have decent control over this blade. Because when it comes to swordsmanship, that's what a lot of it is having full control and muscle memory of where your blade is. So if anything, I hope even what I show fixes some of these misconceptions. Because honestly, as much, yes, something like this can be tiring to swing around, but that doesn't mean you're going to be completely tired where you're going to collapse. Even at this point, yes, I am breathing heavy, but I've also been doing this and technically using it incorrectly here and there. This is something you're not supposed to do. This is meant for 2 hands. However, it's a fun way to train. So if you're trying to get stronger, there is nothing wrong with doing things a little bit different in order to get better. As long as you acknowledge the fact that you're using it wrong and trying to basically, as long as you don't try to prove that it's an actual fighting style, a lot of people aren't going to care. But yes, greatswords are honestly not that big. They're not that cumbersome. And they're not that awkward. Even right now, I can basically talk, look at the camera, and be completely content with swinging this thing around. So next time you have someone trying to tell you greatswords were only meant for power, you can show them this video that shows that it's not just for power. It's for all sorts of different things. Because it's a sword. It is multi-purpose. Anyways, I hope this video isn't too long for you guys. But I do want to say, I actually do enjoy the fact that some of you have been leaving comments a lot. It is really flattering to me. And I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It is one of those things I'm always going to hope for, because you guys have given me a lot of support, even though I don't have a whole lot of people watching. But it still helps keep me going. So, yes, I appreciate all you guys no matter what. And I hope this video kind of helps some people understand the fact that a lot of swords were meant for all sorts of different things. Not a single sword is better than another. Not a single sword is perfect. There's always a downside, always an upside. So yes, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate all of you.